Hossho, the Dharma Nature, by Eihei Dogen, from Shobogenzo, the treasury of the true Dharma Eye. When we learn in practice, sometimes following the sutras, and sometimes following good counselors, we realize the truth independently, without a master. Independent realization without a master is the working of the Dharma nature. Even the innately intelligent should, without exception, visit a master and inquire into the truth. And even those without innate intelligence should, without exception, strive in pursuit of the truth. But what person is not innately intelligent? Each follows the sutras and follows good counselors until arriving at the Buddhist effect, the truth of Bodhi. Remember, getting samadhi as the Dharma nature from meeting the sutras and good counselors is called the innate intelligence. Getting samadhi as the Dharma nature from meeting samadhi as the Dharma nature. It is to get wisdom that has abided from the past. It is to get the three kinds of illumination. It is to experience the supreme truth of Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. It is to learn innate intelligence from meeting innate intelligence, and it is to receive the authentic transmission of untutored wisdom or natural wisdom through meeting untutored wisdom or natural wisdom. If we were without innate intelligence, even if we met the sutras and good counselors, we could not hear the Dharma nature and could not experience the Dharma nature. The great truth is not a limited principle, like a person drinking water and naturally sensing whether it is cold or warm. All Buddhas, together with all bodhisattvas and all living beings, by virtue of innate intelligence, are all realizing the great truth of all the Dharma nature. To be realizing the great truth of the Dharma nature by following the sutras and good counselors is to be realizing the Dharma nature by ourselves. The sutras are the Dharma nature, and they are the self. A good counselor is the Dharma nature and is the self. The Dharma nature is a good counselor, and the Dharma nature is the self. Because it is the self as the Dharma nature, it is beyond the falsely conceived selves of non-Buddhists and demons. In the Dharma nature, there is no non-Buddhist or demon, but only come for breakfast, come for lunch, and come for tea. Nevertheless, when people who call themselves 20 or 30-year veterans witness discussion of the Dharma nature, they stumble on through life in blank oblivion. They climb upon the master's round wooden chair, claiming to have become satisfied with the monastic life, but when they hear the sound Dharma nature, or catch a sight of Dharma nature, their body and mind, object and subject, usually just bob in a pit of confusion. Their state is such that they deludedly imagine that after the triple world and the 10 directions which we are experiencing in the present have suddenly dropped away, then the Dharma nature will appear, and this Dharma nature will be other than the myriad things and phenomena of the present. The true meaning of the Dharma nature can never be like that. This universe of things and phenomena and the Dharma nature have far transcended discussion of sameness and difference, and have transcended talk of disjunction or union, because they are beyond past, present, and future, beyond separation and constancy, and beyond matter, perception, thought, action, and consciousness. They are the Dharma nature. Zen Master Baso Daijaku of Koze in Koshu says, all living beings for countless kalpas have never left samadhi as the Dharma nature. They are always in the reality of samadhi as the Dharma nature, putting on clothes and eating meals, speaking and conversing, the working of the 6 sense organs, and all actions are totally the Dharma nature. The Dharma nature expressed by Baso is the Dharma nature expressed by the Dharma nature. It experiences the same state as Baso, and he is in the same state as the Dharma nature. Having heard, how could we fail to speak? The Dharma nature is riding on Baso. People eat meals, and meals eat people. Since the beginning of the Dharma nature, they have never left samadhi as the Dharma nature. After the Dharma nature, they will not leave the Dharma nature. Before the Dharma nature, they did not leave the Dharma nature. The Dharma nature and countless kalpas are samadhi as the Dharma nature itself. We call the Dharma nature countless kalpas. That being so, this place here and now is the Dharma nature, and the Dharma nature is this place here and now. Putting on clothes and eating meals are samadhi as the Dharma nature, putting on clothes and eating meals. The Dharma nature as clothes is realized. The Dharma nature as meals is realized. The Dharma nature as eating is realized, and the Dharma nature as dressing is realized. Without putting on clothes and eating meals, without speaking and conversing, without the working of the 6 sense organs, and without the performing of all actions, we are not in samadhi as the Dharma nature, and we have not entered the Dharma nature. The realization of these words of the immediate present, handed on by the Buddhas, arrives at Shakyamuni Buddha, and authentically transmitted by the patriarchs, it has arrived at Baso. Handed on in the authentic transmission from Buddha to Buddha, and from patriarch to patriarch, it has been authentically transmitted to samadhi as the Dharma nature. The Buddhas and the patriarchs, without entering it, cause the Dharma nature to be a state of vigorous activity. Though literary Dharma teachers have the word the Dharma nature, it is not the Dharma nature expressed by Baso. Effort by living beings who never leave the Dharma nature to be utterly beyond the Dharma nature, even if the effort is successful, is 3 or 4 fresh instances of the Dharma nature. Speaking, conversing, working and acting that we think might be other than the Dharma nature may in fact be the Dharma nature itself. The sun and moon for countless kalpas have been the instantaneous passing of the Dharma nature. So they are in the present, and so they will be in the future. When seeing the quantity of the body-mind as the quantity of the body-mind, we think of it as far from the Dharma nature. This thinking is the Dharma nature itself. When not seeing the quantity of the body-mind as the quantity of the body-mind, we think of it as beyond the Dharma nature. This thinking is the Dharma nature itself. The thinking and the not thinking are both the Dharma nature. Those who understand that, having been called the nature, water will not flow, and trees will stop flourishing and withering, are non-Buddhists. Shakyamuni Buddha says, "Form as it is, the nature as it is, so opening flowers and falling leaves are just the nature as it is." Stupid people, however, think that in the world of the Dharma nature there can be no opening flowers and falling leaves. Now, without directing a question to anyone else, imagine your own doubt to be a statement. Treat it as the assertion of another person and investigate it 3 times over, and you may find that you are rid of it already. The aforementioned thought is not an evil thought. It is just a thought at a time before clarification. And at the time of clarification, there is no effort to get rid of this thought. Opening flowers and falling leaves are naturally opening flowers and falling leaves. Thinking, in which it is thought that in the Dharma nature there can be no opening flowers and falling leaves, is the Dharma nature itself. It is thinking which has got free of conceptualization, and for this reason it is thinking as the Dharma nature. Total thinking in thinking about the Dharma nature has such features. Basso's expression, "The whole is the Dharma nature," truly is 80 or 90% of realization. At the same time, there is much that Basso has not expressed. Namely, he does not say that all Dharma natures do not depart from the Dharma nature. He does not say that the totality of all Dharma natures is the Dharma nature. He does not say that all living beings do not depart from being living beings. He does not say that all living beings are in a small part of a Dharma nature. He does not say that all living beings are in a small part of all living beings. He does not say that all Dharma natures actually exist as a small part of a living being. He does not say that a concrete half of a living being is a concrete half of the Dharma nature. He does not say that the state without living beings is the Dharma nature itself. He does not say that the Dharma nature is beyond identity with living beings. He does not say that the Dharma nature has got rid of the Dharma nature, and he does not say that living beings are free of living beings. We can only hear that living beings do not depart from samadhi as the Dharma nature. He does not say that the Dharma nature cannot depart from the samadhi of living beings. There is no assertion that samadhi as the Dharma nature leaves and enters samadhi as the state of living beings. Still less have we been able to hear that the Dharma nature becomes Buddha, or to hear that living beings experience the Dharma nature, or to hear that the Dharma nature experiences the Dharma nature. There is no expression about the non-emotional not leaving the Dharma nature. Now, I would like to ask Baso, what is it that you call living beings? If what you call living beings is the Dharma nature, the state is, this is something coming like this. If what you call living beings is living beings, the state is, to describe a thing does not hit the target. Speak at once. Speak at once. Preached to the assembly at Kippo Temple in Eshu at the beginning of winter in the first year of the Japanese era of Kangen.